the residents of Westbury, Coronationville, New Clare, Claremont and other nearby communities have taken to the streets today, demanding answers over Johannesburg's water crisis. The Johannesburg Water promising residents that supply would be restored within 10 hours, but soon thereafter, the taps were opened. They ran dry again, leaving residents completely frustrated. All right, let's try and get you now the latest update with our reporter Vuyolwethu Yamba. Vuyo, good evening to you. And earlier, you reported that someone could have been seriously hurt. Do we know the state of that elderly person that you reported about, and what's the situation on the ground?
What I can tell you from now is that it was all alleged that the 81-year-old was dead. But we got some information from one of the community leaders where he said it is not true at all. He tried to confirm with the family. Now, the family said there is no such thing. Goli, what I can tell you at this point, you can see that the tension is still high. Even though the people now, some of them, in fact, most of the people who were here have decided to move. We also have seen people moving from this side. This is where Slovo Park is, this side. That is where they get water to survive. Residents of this area, they get water from Slovo Park, which is in this side. We were not able to go there, Goli, because our car is branded, so we were concerned about our safety, that if we get there, what is going to happen to us? So now we also heard from some of the residents here that there was a meeting between Joburg Water and the other water stakeholders to ensure that they bring stability into this situation. But we are not sure about that meeting. Now, the residents are still calling for Joburg Water to come through and address the situation because they are concerned that children have been out of school for 2 weeks now. Let me bring in some of the residents and get to understand what's the situation forward. Are they going to continue with this even tomorrow? Ma'am, thank you so much for your time. We understand that there was a promise not long ago that water will be restored. Were you happy with that decision?
Definitely. At the time when the MMC came, actually, they said that the water will be restored. Immediately when the water will be restored, there will be running water forever. It's not going to be a problem at all. However, that was a lie. We have never received any water. It's well for the past 2 weeks, am I correct? For the past 2 weeks, we haven't received a drop of water. Our school kids are affected with it because for the past 2 weeks, they haven't been going to school because the schools doesn't have any water to supply unto them. That is it's our frustration. That is why we're currently here. And the thing is, we're not going to stop up until the mayor comes out and explain to us why is it that Slovo has been bypassed by, what is the place name? Still, why have they been bypassed and not us? They can also bypass us. That is why we're actually here, because we need answers. We want to hear answers.
My colleague and I took a drive, obviously, on our way to Slovo Park. We have seen that in an old age home, not far from where we are standing right now, there is a water tank that was being delivered. Do you expect the same thing as residents?
You see, the thing is, we do not want any water tanks. We do not want any water trucks. What we want is we want running water in our taps. That is what we want. We're not going to protest here for water tanks and charges or whatsoever. We want running water in our taps. That's why we are currently striking, is because the mayor has cancelled to say that he or she is going to come out to address the people. That's why we're going to stand here. We will stand here, even if it means we're going to stand here the whole night through, but we will continue up until our voices have been heard.
Thank you so much for your time. Well, some of the residents are here, still here, waiting for a response to, the officials to address this situation. But I believe on the other side of Joburg, the same situation is happening where my colleague Lumka Bekindawo is. Lumka, what's the latest on your side?
Wuyolwethu, the residents are very frustrated here at Ebony Park because The MMC of Infrastructure, Sikwaile, was here to update the community members about the service delivery in this area because they have been on protest since yesterday. But when he was here, the community members were not happy with his update. They were very frustrated, and he ended up not even finishing his update. But now let's bring in the community leader, Sibusiso, who is going to talk to us. Thank you so much for your time. How do you feel about the MMC that was here to give you an update about the water issue that you are facing here?
No, thanks, Sisi. The first thing is that MMC Ufigilela did not even know the name of the area to show Gutinje he does not care about us. If you're in the MMC, you should have known Guti in Ebony Park, which is situated in Region A. We don't have water. He's telling us about low pressure, water throttling. We are not happy about it. So that is why Simkoshile Site Angas address, because you can't come here, drive all the way where you come from, not even knowing the area. What does it say about us? It therefore means Guti colleague Yaku Kansela, Agam informanga as well, Luguti. This is the current situation. What they did was just make a huge entourage with their blue lights and tell us a bunch of nothing. So that is why Sitenje Maga services.
So one of the things that he said is that they can provide water tankers, and you refused. Why?
The reason why you've refused is that currently we are aware of Ama water mafias. These people, it can't be Rubber Ridge, which is a neighboring ward, Ekurhuleni, which is part of our ward, and some parts of Ivory Park have water. Ebony Park specifically, bese bazosinika ama-water tank namajojo amasha. It therefore means ukuthi someone is invoicing. And nakhona, for the last 3 weeks, every time lama water tanks na lama jojo azagai once a day. I think currently we are plus minus 17,000 people here in Ebony Park. One water truck or jojo tank cannot service us.
Thank you so much, Xoli. That's Sibusiso, one of the community leaders here at Ebony Park. And one of the things that the community members have said here is that they are going to continue with the protest up until the Premier of Johannesburg comes to them and address the issues of service delivery, because it is affecting their daily lives. It is affecting even their children. They can't even go to school. When they go to school at 7 o'clock, they have to come back at 10 because there is no water and there is a problem of electricity.
Lumka Bekindawo, thank you very much indeed. She is live for us in Ebony Park, and this is now on the other side of Gauteng. It's in the city of Ekurhuleni.